Hello YouTube, this is Dr. Paul Kerstetter, and today I would like to talk about mastering the market. Sometimes in the stock market, making money is easy. It's as if there's a pile of cash lying in the corner of the room and all you have to do is walk over and pick it up. That's exactly how it was for me during the COVID-19 crash. The crash began on February 12th, 2020. The Dow Jones began trending downward, eventually bottoming out on March 23, 2020. It went down about 35%. Shortly after the crash, I started buying stocks. It was like buying dollar bills for 60 to 70 cents. The market didn't take long to recover, and by November 12, 2020, the Dow was making new highs. Around that time, my stocks returned to their former value, and I cashed them in. In just 6 months, I had made $40,000. So how did I know when to invest? The answer lies in experience. I had been through the 2008 financial crisis and had studied other historical crashes. The key takeaway from my studies is the stock market always comes back to its previous highs. It's like the old faithful geyser. In 2020, I also studied COVID and came to believe that the market tumble was an overreaction driven by fear. The fear in 2020 reminded me of 2008. It felt familiar. Even if you haven't experienced a crash, it's critical for anyone who wants to invest successfully to understand the market cycle and the forces that influence it. This knowledge can help you anticipate what's likely to happen next. The market cycle refers to patterns that emerge during different phases of the economy. As of 2025, we are in a trade war environment. The four main phases of the market cycle are accumulation, uptrend, distribution, downtrend. With thousands of stocks to choose from, not all are equal in their potential for profit. Some stocks have a higher probability of success, and a superior investor knows how to find them. That said, even high probability stocks can struggle if the market cycle isn't in their favor. Conversely, some low probability stocks might perform well because of favorable timing within the cycle. While no one can predict the future with certainty, we can educate ourselves on what's likely to happen. To be an effective investor, you must understand when market tendencies are working for you and when they are working against you. Think of the market trend as reflecting the underlying growth of a business. The market cycle oscillates around the trend. As the economy grows, the stock market generally follows. The key difference between company growth and the broader economy is the PE ratio, the price investors are willing to pay for a dollar of earnings. To understand when odds are in your favor, you need to know the four main influences on the market. These are: number one, economic cycles, which is the expansion and contraction of the GDP. Number two, profit cycles, which is the fluctuation of company profits, often amplified by leverage. Number three, credit cycles, which is the availability of credit that affects business growth and debt rollover. Easy credit fuels growth, tight credit restricts it. Number four, market psychology. This is when the investor sentiment swings between euphoria and fear. In good times, people are risk tolerant. In bad times, they become risk adverse. So how do we determine if we're near a market's high or low? One tool is to examine valuations, specifically the PE ratio. The Shiller PE ratio, available on multiple.com, is especially useful. For example, in November 1999, just before dot-com crash, valuations were extremely high. Investors were chasing anything with a .com in its name. As of 2025, valuations are again approaching similar levels. Another indicator is GDP growth. 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth signal a recession, which often coincides with market lows. For the first quarter of 2025, the USA has a 0.3% decline or negative growth. Pay attention to what top investors are doing. Warren Buffett, the third richest man in the U.S., is currently holding $334 billion in cash, a potential defensive move. Defensive investing includes holding cash, buying strong, non-cyclical companies, avoiding leverage, and focusing on safety. Lastly, assess the psychology of the market. Is there widespread fear and uncertainty? Or are investors overly optimistic, taking big risks and investing in lower quality companies? Currently in 2025, there is uncertainty due to the inability to determine the effect of the new tariffs. This uncertainty has resulted in fear as the market tumbled almost 20%. That's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Stay safe, and I hope to see you in the next video.